Okay, in this video, we're going to draw some cabinets to go over some changes with how the alignment works and how the drawing feature now handles some larger tall cabinets, tall base cabinets. So I have a demo project here just called alignment demo. Oh, this thing is moving. This thing hates grabbing this scroll bar. All right, so you can see I got a a custom full-size shelf cabinet here, some kitchen uppers, and then like this big appliance cabinet, right? And so I'm going to click to 2D drawings. And here's my canvas. So this is where I'm going to throw this is a wall basically in your kitchen or wherever you're going to build this. It's already set to 10 feet wide, 8 feet high, and 18 inches is the distance between the top of your countertop and the bottom of your upper cabinet if you have a wall cabinet. So I'm going to actually just change the wall height to 9 feet, and I'm going to leave it aligned left, and I'll leave the wall color popular gray. Anytime I make changes to this wall configuration area, I want to click the Apply Changes button. Okay, so I just gave it some more height, so now it's a 9-foot ceiling, so this box is taller. All right, so let's go left. So I'm going to add in this custom full height shelf system, and then I'm going to, next to that, I'm going to add the appliance cabinet. All right, so if I scroll up, you'll see they're there. And now, so the big change here that I have rolled out this week is these will automatically space out the upper cabinet. So if I add an upper cabinet, okay, now the upper cabinet is positioned next to those two, where previously it would put this cabinet all the way over here, and you'd have to kind of add spacers to move it out of the way visually. And you couldn't add crown or trim to your tall cabinet. So that's all corrected, and it works fine now. So if I want to add trim to this, like a piece of plain white stock or whatever, I can click this box. I'll set this to say 2 inches. And if I scroll up, I'll see my spacer piece of trim on all 3 of these. Now, these 2 tall cabinets are actually deeper. So these are 24 inches deep. And so they're going to sit in front of this typical wall cabinet, which is probably only 12 inches deep. All right. And so you can see there's a little break in that trim to represent the fact that there are differences in their depth. Then I'm going to click this box to add crown molding. Again, once I click these boxes over here, I don't need to hit Apply Changes. That's just for that area. So if I scroll up, we'll see the crown molding on those, and that looks great. And so the big thing here for if you're aligned left, which we are, and as we add cabinets, 1, 2, 3, it's going to add them left, right. So it's going to go from left to right. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, right? And then if I click this in align center, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to read left to right. All right. So those are those 3 cabinets. Now it's centered a bit weird here because it's only doing the math of the centering on these 2 base cabinets. And so if you want to perfectly center this, you could always just change the width of your walls. You could add spacers, etc. So let's go ahead and do a right alignment wall. So in a right alignment wall, let's say we're working in a wall where we want to build out from the right. So if we want to build out from the right with the alignment set to right, it's going to start adding it from right to left. So instead of working from left and adding it out, it's going to go the other way around. So I'm going to add a cabinet here. You can see it's pinned to that wall there. And then I'll just add another base. I'll do this, this guy here. And you can see it's adding it that way. And if I add a lower cabinet, it'll put that there. Okay, great. So that looks fine. And again, it's just adding it from right to left. One thing I wanted to demo real quick, since we're on the alignment topic, I'm going to go center. Okay, and then I'm going to add an upper cabinet, and then a 33-inch, and then another upper cabinet. Let's do this. Let's see how this looks. Okay, great. Now, you can see it's got a wider cabinet, the 24, this base cabinet, and this other one here. So if I add base cabinets, let's get rid of this and this guy, and let's add a 36-inch base, right? So it's going to center these 2. Now I'm going to add this guy, okay, and then above that we'll add I think I have a 30-inch here. I have a 30-inch. Okay, so I'm going to add a 30-inch. I'm going to just show you what I'm going to do here. 30-inch. All right. So these are all tight. You can see how they're all tight here and they're tight in the bottom because for this to work in terms of the centering function, it really should be the same on the top as in the bottom. So the left and the right can vary, but what you have the right side one over the other, these are the same widths, these are the same widths. So if I swap these around, it's going to kind of break it. And so in that case, we want to just we wouldn't do it in center. So I'm going to switch these 2, and it's going to throw some gaps in there because it doesn't like what we did. So I'll try to fix that, put that back. So just keep in mind if you're trying to do this, you definitely want to try to keep your left sides equal to like what's over your uppers width or your wall cabinets over your base cabinets. You want those about the same width if you can swing it. It works in some cases, but I just wanted to demonstrate that that's how that would work. So if I wanted to do this differently too, I can just, build it from left to right. Let's add a 24-inch or whatever I do. Anyway, so let's do 36, 36, right? So these two are over each other, and then we'll do a 33-inch here. And then I'll do, what do I have left here? I have a 30, so let's add a 30 on this side. And then I'll add a 30 here. Okay, right? So that looks fine. And I can always change the dimension. I can just add these up if I wanted to. So, and I can shorten this wall width to, 96 or whatever and see what that does to it. It's probably not great. So it's something like 100 inches altogether. That's probably 98. But you can see how changing the wall will then affect how the trim, the crown molding looks like. But anyway, I can always add a countertop in there too by clicking the Show Countertop button. Okay, and then it added countertops to this section and this section, which is perfect. All right, and so anyway, when I'm done with this stuff, I'm done with my design, let's go ahead and make this 109 because I think that's the correct measurement. I hit apply changes. Maybe it's 110. It's still sticking out. Whatever, it's close. I'm gonna hit save changes, and now if I go reload the page, it's going to rebuild it exactly as I had saved. So anyway, that's a quick 6-minute demo on how to use the alignment from left to right to left and center, how you're going to add cabinets in terms of that and the trim and all that. So I hope that was helpful. Thanks.